25 meditation preparations. Meditation is the training of our mind for two qualities. First is concentration, we call it tranquility meditation. The second is wisdom, we call it insight meditation. With these two qualities, we can reach enlightenment and Buddhahood. Now let's talk about the 25 meditation preparations. There are 5 categories, each with 5 subcategories, so together for a total of 25. Let's look at the first category. Provide 5 conditions. First, we need to withhold precepts. Precepts develops concentration, concentration develops wisdom. That's the order of practice. So first we need to hold our precepts. For example, if I hold the precept of no lying, and when I sit there and meditate, I don't have to worry about someone find out about my lies and feel guilty. So holding precept is wholesome karma that will allow us to sit and meditate for a long time. Number 2 is we must have good living necessities. Nowadays we have a lot of abundance in food and clothing. So the key is to treasure what we have, be appreciative, and do not be wasteful. Number 3 is we need to find a tranquil place to practice. You might want to go out to the mountains or to a monastery, or you can just stay at your house and just find a room where you can be quiet and meditate for a short period of time. As long as your mind is quiet, then no matter where you are, you can find peace and quietness. Number 4 is to avoid distractions. We want to avoid cell phones or computers or friends. You need to sacrifice for now in order to reach greatness. So you can become a Buddha and help all sentient beings. So it's actually great compassion by getting away from the distractions for now. Number 5 is we need to have good companionship. We need to have external supporters that help us with the living necessity. We need to have companions who will not distract us but will practice the same meditation so we don't slack off. And we need to have a good teacher that can guide us when we're having problems. So these are the 5 basic conditions. Number 2, we need to reprimand 5 desires. Our eyes like to see forms, our ear like to listen to sounds, our nose like to smell, our tongue likes to taste, our body like to touch. All these are external stimulants that we think will make us happy. Every day we're seeking after them. If you realize they are actually the cause of life and death. That's why we are reincarnating. We need to reprimand them, not to close your eyes or close your ears, but have the wisdom. Know that they are the cause of samsara. I must detach because I already have the cause of happiness and the quiet mind inside of me. I don't need this outside stimulants to make me happy. These are actually hurting you. Just like you know the fire is gonna burn you, you stay away from fire. You know the snake is poisonous, you stay away from the poison. You know thief is gonna steal your things, you stay away from the thief. So you want to stay away from the desires. That way you can go into deep meditation. Number 3, we need to drive away 5 hindrances. The desires are external obstacles. The hindrances are internal obstacles, are internal emotions. The first is greediness. Sometimes we are just greedy for food, for money, for lust, for fame, for sleep. If you realize when you're chasing after these things, the chasing is already hard work. That's already suffering. And when you finally get the thing that you want, you're afraid to lose it. That's also suffering. And when you lost it, then you feel depressed. That's more suffering. So no matter at what stage, the chasing, the desire is full of suffering. It's a vicious cycle. So we want to let go of our craving and desires. That's how we can meditate and tap into the peace inside of us. Number 2 is anger. Greed is wanting things that are pleasant to us. Anger is not wanting things that are unpleasant to us. When we have anger inside of us, it's like our mind is at war. It's not peaceful and it's full of fire. You're likely to have a lot of pain and sickness. So recognize your anger and be able to let them go, because that's hindering our concentration. If you look at those heavenly beings, they all have no anger and they all have deep concentration. So we need to let go of our anger. Number 3 is drowsiness. Some people, they sit there and they start feeling sleepy, dozing off. So that's actually a bad habit. We need to form a good habit. Once we close our eyes, we're still aware. What you can do is put your attention on the tip of your nose, or you can visualize the Buddha's lights in front of you. That will also wake you up. There are many ways that you can do so you can be away from drowsiness. Number 4 is restlessness. We are often restless in our body, mind, and speech. Our body likely to walk around when we're bored. We go here and there trying to find something to do. When our mouth is restless, we want to chat. When our mind is restless, we always have a lot of wandering thoughts. When you're always restless, you are not at peace. Learn to rest. To really rest our mind and be able to sit there, meditate, and enjoy our own presence and enjoy the present moment. That's the essence of our happiness. So why are we restless? A lot of people, when they sit there, they start thinking, oh, how come I did that earlier, wasting a lot of my time? Or how can I said that? Or how come I did not say that or did not do that? Oh, I think I broke some precept. So when you're lamenting over what you have done and have not done, you cannot focus on the present moment. So you cannot meditate. Number 5 is doubt. We often have doubt about ourselves. Oh, I have a lot of wandering thoughts. I don't think I can meditate. Or you doubt the Dharma. Should I do the chanting? Or should I focus on my breathing? What should I do? You're skeptical, don't know what to do. Or you doubt the teacher. Oh, I don't think he or she is enlightened. I don't think I can trust him. So when you have doubt, you don't have faith, then you won't be able to accomplish any your endeavor. Number 4, we need to adjust 5 activities. First, we need to adjust our meal. We don't want to eat too much because all our blood will go to our stomach and we'll be drowsy, won't be able to meditate. And we don't want to eat too little, we'll be frail and weak. The best is to eat just right, so we're in the perfect physical state to meditate. Develop a habit of a regular fasting, no eating after lunchtime. It's actually great for your body and great for meditation. Number 2, we need to adjust our sleep. We don't want to oversleep because sleep is actually ignorance. Try to sleep just 4 to 6 hours. Try to have a good night rest by not talking too much or thinking a lot before you go to bed. Because if you do that, you're likely to have a lot of dreams during your sleep and you won't be able to rest well. The best sleep is no dreams and you just wake up fresh and ready for your meditation. Number 3 and 4 and 5, it goes together. Our body, breath, and mind. We need to adjust during our meditation. First, our body, we want to make sure our spine is straight when we meditate. We don't force it straight. We just imagine something pulling us from the top so it's straight. Everything else should be in deep relaxation, like tofu, very soft and weightless. That's how your whole body should be. The more relaxed you are, the more you can go into deep meditation. If you have any pain in your body, what you can do is observe the pain. It's actually a kind of inside meditation. You know exactly how the pain feels, the intensity of the pain, and then you realize it's impermanent, it's not me, this body is not mine. Actually, you will develop great insight by watching your pain, and the pain will likely go away and heal itself. So watching the body and our pain is actually a kind of good meditation. Number 4, we need to adjust our breathing. There are 4 kinds of breathing. First is windy breathing. Some people breathe very loud. That's not very good for meditation. Or gasping, kind of like asthma, that's not good either. Or we have lopsided, not even breathing. Those 3 are not good. The last one is even, smooth breathing. That's the best for our meditation. But we don't control our breathing. What we do is we just relax our whole body. The breathing will naturally follow, become even, smooth, and refined. So watching our breathing is actually the best way to meditate and go into deep concentration. Number 5, we need to adjust our mind. Our mind has 2 states that are not good for meditation. The first is called dullness. The second one is called restlessness. So our mind can be dull. It's kind of like drowsiness. It's kind of dark and unaware of things. It's against our insight meditation, defeating the purpose. And when we are restless, it's against our tranquility meditation. So we won't be able to concentrate. So we want to make sure our mind is clear, it's not sleepy, and it's very calm. A great way of meditation is actually chanting the Buddha's name Amitabha in your mind during your meditation. That's actually a great object of meditation for you to focus and be able to concentrate. All these objects, you can choose one depending on the state of how you are. There's no wrong answer of meditation. Okay, number 5, we need to practice 5 virtues. These are 5 skillful means, or we call it attitude of meditation. First is called resolve. We need to have goal. We're very passionate about meditating. I love to meditate. I love to watch my breathing. It's actually not boring. It's actually my best friend. It's very fun. Or I love to chant the Buddha's name. It's the best sound that's in my mind. I love it. So you want to develop a great liking and interest, then you will do well in it. Number 2, we need to have zeal, great diligence. You want to keep doing it continuously, day after day, keep improving, and you're diligent, watching your 5 desires, driving away your hindrances, then you realize, oh, now I'm able to deal with my anger. I can catch my greediness. You're able to deal with your emotion. Then you have confidence. Oh, I can do this. I can be mindful of my thoughts. Then you'll keep improving as you develop more skills, more concentration, and more wisdom. Okay, and number 3 is mindfulness. Mindfulness itself is meditation. Mindful of your desires, mindful of your hindrances. As long as you're mindful, we are already there. When you're mindful, we are actually already letting it go, and we are on the way to enlightenment and Buddhahood. Number 4 is skillful insight. We need to have wisdom. That means we are able to choose what is gain, what is loss. Do I want to keep going with the samsara life and keep having emotional roller coaster and keep going with this reincarnation, or I want to be able to transform, end my emotional suffering and end the samsara? So you need to have the skillful insight to know exactly what I should do this lifetime. Number 5 is single-mindedness. We want to be very determined about our practice. Your mind is like a diamond. Nobody can break you. You are one-hearted, wanting to make this happen. So lastly, we say train the mind to concentrate on one single pointedness so that no endeavor cannot be accomplished. If you can concentrate on a single pointedness, then there's nothing you cannot accomplish. When Buddha was around, there was an 80-year-old man. He was ordained as a monk when he was 80. Everybody looked down on him, thinking there's no way he can accomplish anything. But he worked very hard. During the daytime, he kept studying the Dharma. At nighttime, he meditated. After 3 years, he reached arhatship. So if you can do it at 80, all of us can do it. So believe in yourself, follow these 25 meditation preparations, then you're on the way to a successful spiritual journey. So thank you for listening. Amitabha.